All right, here we go. Bostonian plays video games, and I'm back. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, and judging on the 26 views I got from my last video, I'm sure there are a lot of people who are wondering what's going on. A lot of fans, but I'm back, and lots been. Let's see here. Vault Tech bundle. What the hell is that? $15. That is crazy. Okay. So a lot's been going on with Bethesda and Fallout 76 since the last time I made a video. One of the situations being their subscription service. Which is $12.99 a month or something, $100 a year. And, for private servers, private worlds, whatever, I was certainly disappointed because, I kind of backed this game for the most part. I've been playing it for a year, following them on Twitter, seeing how the game was going to evolve and if Bethesda could do things to improve the game and the experience and stuff like that. And, right after the subscription service was announced, I did play The Mischief Knight, which I thought was very well done. Seemed like there was a lot of action going on, and, sometimes the servers couldn't handle it. But for the most part, it was doing quite well. So, after this, I'm probably going to get into the Outer Worlds and see what's going on there, but I figured I'd check in with Fallout 76 and the community, and again, I'm still exploring things. I'm still playing this game 20 half an hour at a time, still exploring the wasteland, and still things I do enjoy about it. It's less buggy now, a year later. Seems like there's more things to do. The presentations are certainly different, like, the public event is announced differently. I've played the Nuclear Winter. That's pretty good. I like Adventure Mode better. And here we go. So, oh wow, there's a whole wealth of things in here. So it's not that I'm disappointed. I was just hoping that people in their reviews of the subscription service, I always have to stop myself to say that. We're saying, look, there's not like there's a whole development team on this game. It's just, I guess what I wanted to talk about today, and again, I don't know how many more 76 videos I'll be doing. I mean, it's certainly not a popular game. I went on to, hold on for a second. I went on to Twitch, and there was like 3 people watching, one of the Nuclear Winter matches. Apparel. I don't want apparel. I want aid, homeboy. Let's have some mac and cheese. Was that a pound? Hopefully, no. It's like it's not like they have this whole development team, and maybe they're right. Maybe it's just like maybe they already know that this game is in the shitter, and they're trying to do whatever they can with it to keep the money coming in while they develop their other games, which is Stargazer or whatever it is, and Skyrim 6, or I don't know what version of Skyrim they're on now, which I guess could be the case. And then another YouTuber went over kind of the business side of it, and I think he did a great job kind of breaking down if there's a parent company and what the parent company is doing and who's investing, and they need to see a return, or, they'll dump the company in, a certain amount of time. I'm not capable of really even paraphrasing what this person was saying. But, you know, in other words, there's just a lot more hands in the pot than we might think, and they might have demands too, because it's certainly interesting the way Bethesda is going with this. On one hand, one of the things that I wanted to talk, should I take a rest? Oh shit, that's gonna over-encumber me again. One thing I did want to go over is this kind of, it seems to be almost like a social, okay, good. Wow, I dropped a lot of weight just from scrapping that gun. Something's going on. It seems to be like a social experiment, this whole thing, because Fallout is such a major property for Bethesda. And so when they come out with a game, the popularity is going to be, you know, bigger than most games. Fallout 4 sold $750 million, I think. 25 million units or something like that. So it's certainly their most, I know Skyrim and everything, but it's certainly their most, in my opinion, accessible property. So when you want to get a bunch of people involved, even though, you know, Fallout 4 is, you know, kind of half and half as far as the way people received it, who likes it, who doesn't. I love the game, but it was the first Fallout that I had played. I had not played New Vegas, and I hadn't played Fallout 3. At that time, I've gone back and played those games now, but you know, and just because of the graphical difference, it was difficult to get into Fallout 3 and New Vegas as much. And on top of the fact I'm from Boston, so this guy's got a thing on. So seeing that environment and the way that it was represented in the video game and how much fun it was and what they did with, like, you know, following the Freedom Trail and all that kind of stuff. I mean, shit's cool, dude. And okay, hold on now. So anyway, so they have this property that already has a big following. I mean, you're going to recognize this game. Get the fuck out of here. You're going to recognize this game no matter what, and you're going to get people involved. So basically what's happening is that you have a bunch of people playing on a server, and you're also saving their, you know, data to the cloud. So every time I log into this game, I mean, I'm not worried about any, you know, save points or anything. I mean, it just saves it, and I enter the world exactly where I left off. So not only does it seem like Bethesda is almost forced to make a couple decisions that it might not want to make, I think there's another aspect to it that is a social experiment that's saying, well, how much are people willing to put up with